man gently tapped his thumb on a spoon, and the next second, countless spoons were drawn together. Liquid also splashed all over the bully. At this moment, the last spoon also stood up from the lunchbox. It climbed onto the table and moved forward under everyone's dazed gazes, finally flying into Jack's hand. The bully could no longer laugh. That's right. This was Jack's second superpower. He used his ability to defuse the bullying without hurting anyone. One day in class, the teacher brought an electrical device. When the switch was turned on, clear and visible electric currents could be seen. But in the corner, no one noticed Jack's unease. On his desk, first a paperclip suddenly flew out, and then a pen started spinning out of control. Jack pressed down on the pen, but the next second, an electric arc crossed the classroom and hit him directly. Then came the second arc. He was lifted into the air by two strong currents. This was Jack's third superpower, absorbing electricity. The classmates were stunned. The teacher reacted quickly and promptly disconnected the device, interrupting the current. Jack was sent to the hospital. After examination, the doctor found that he was miraculously unharmed. This result left everyone feeling incredulous. At this time, a nurse interrupted them. It turned out that Jack had disappeared. Jack had already secretly run out of the hospital. He just wanted to return to his grandfather's farm because only in that small basement would he not be ridiculed. At this moment, two police cars blocked his way home. Although he really wanted to go home, there was no way. He could only follow the sheriff back to school first. Soon, some experts conducted a lot of tests on him. The conclusions shocked everyone. The test results showed that Jack had the highest human IQ. Seeing everyone's eyes looking at him like a monster, all Jack wanted at this time was to go home. He didn't like this world full of lies and deception. But now, going home had become a luxury for Jack. A few days later, at a school party, a girl took the initiative to find Jack. She was the only friend he knew at school who didn't discriminate against him. Jack was very happy and started chatting with the girl. But before long, the girl's father came. He grabbed Jack by the collar and kept cursing, calling Jack a monster and telling him not to get close to his daughter. The female dean on the side saw this and hurried over to stop it. The man dropped a sentence, "Keep this trash away from my daughter," and then took the girl and left. Jack was very sad. Now he had lost his only friend. Compared to those hypocritical and hostile humans, Jack preferred to interact with animals. Perhaps they all had the same simplicity and kindness. However, the warm moment was soon disrupted by a few uninvited guests. It turned out that the bullies had followed him, raising their hunting rifles and threatening to kill the freak in their eyes. At this moment, a gunshot suddenly rang out in the distance. The guys were startled. They hurried over. It turned out that the deputy sheriff had shot down a doe and was proudly showing off his trophy, saying his marksmanship was very accurate and the fawn wouldn't feel any pain. Seeing the dying fawn, Jack was filled with grief and anger. He put one hand on the fawn and tightly grasped the deputy sheriff with the other. In an instant, the fawn's pain penetrated into the deputy sheriff's body.